you tonight is on an island. It's about time for making up. Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to do the half up, half down sew in with the 2 feet in braids in the front. This would be a very in-depth tutorial. So you're gonna start off with parting the front of the head right in the middle, and then you're gonna take your comb and you're gonna part downward on both sides. You want to make sure you braid it or put it up in a bun or any type of method to pull the braids over. And then once you have the braids put up, you're gonna make another part right behind that, and that would be like your leave out that'll go over the sew down part. So once you got that leave out parted, you gonna make sure you want to braid that up too, so that's not in the way as well. Okay, so now is the foundation for the braid. Oh, my comb broke. But I'm gonna part that first braid and I'm gonna start to go on down. And then once I finish that first one, I'm gonna start my second braid. And I'll say like 3 stitches in, I'm gonna go ahead and take that first braid that I did and pull it up into the second one. And I'm gonna make sure to continue to do that so that in the end I have one piece of a braid that's hanging down, and that'll end up getting sewed in later. So as previously stated in my past videos, I am a beginner sewer, so I'm not, I'm not at the intermediate level, but I'm getting somewhere, and I'm like trying to get into sewing really tight. Like I be watching videos of like the people, twisting the thread around a needle, making it real tight and secure. So that's just basically what you're seeing here, me sewing the hair down. Okay, so depending on if your client wants her hair curled or straight, you're gonna go ahead and do that once everything's sewed down. I just went ahead and did, you know, a little press over her sew-in so it could be real flat and nice. Okay, so now it's time for the real important part. Y'all want to make sure y'all get this nice and sleek. Y'all want to make sure every piece of hair is coated with some type of holding gel, some type of edge control. As you see, I'm going in and parting through the middle and making sure I, you know, moisturize that up with a little edge control as well. Combing through that because you want to make sure this is like a stitch braid. So you want to make sure everything is perfectly coated, so every stitch you'll see it nice and sleek. You don't want to be able to part a stitch braid and see that the hair is, you know, dry looking and the rest of it is shiny. So once I get that done, I go ahead and part the first piece and I begin braiding it. Every piece that is going to be like a stitch, I go ahead and I take the comb and part that piece, add it into the braid, and then that's when I start to, you know, add in my weave and make sure that you add bigger pieces as you go down so that the braid can get larger. And you want to make sure you gripping this hair tight enough so that this stitch can literally be perfection. You don't want no pieces, you know, humpy. You don't want any lumps. You don't want anything looking dry. You want everything to look real sleek, real neat, real thick, real good. You feel me? So just make sure y'all keep that in mind when you braid. You want to make sure you gripping every piece like your life depended on it, baby. Now the same thing I did with that first braid, you want to make sure you do that to the second braid. We don't want no lopsided braids. We don't want no braids that's not twins. We need twins over here. So make sure y'all using the same thing that you did for the first braid with the second braid. Make sure you continue to look over at the first braid that you did to make sure that that second braid that you're currently braiding looks exactly like the other one. And just a friendly reminder, you want to make sure that you're adding thicker pieces as you're going down. You want that braid to show from skinny to thick as you continue to go down. We don't want any skinny type of braids. We want a thick braid in the front because that's literally your foundation. That's the first thing that you see when a person looks at you. So you want to make sure it's neat, and you want to make sure it's giving what it's supposed to have gave. Okay, so one of your last steps should be to flat iron the leave out. I personally don't flat iron the leave out once I'm finished sewing because, once again, you have to braid them 2 braids at the front. You don't want to, you know, accidentally add hair from the leave out into the braid, or the braid into the leave out. So you want to make sure you keep that leave out braided up until you finish your 2 braids at the top. And once those are finished, you can go ahead and flat iron your leave out. That'll be one of the second to last steps that you do. Now, most of my clients don't like the whole fluffy edges or the extra edges type of thing, so normally I just get them a little sideburns, curl that up, edge control that up, and we done. Y'all see the flow of that hair. It's looking real good. Make sure you subscribe.